So very recently, I've received a couple of things in my inbox that were closely enough related to let me know that I could umbrella this all into one topic and cover it. That topic is social cues. So today we're going to very briefly talk about social cues, what they are, how to pick up on them, and most importantly, how to respond accordingly. So for starters, if you don't know, social cues are basically the nonverbal ways that people express themselves. This includes the tone of your voice, your facial expressions, and your body language. So the first person that messaged me sent me something detailing a situation where they were talking to a very long-winded person, right? And they were doing everything to show this person that they were ready to go. Had the coat on, had the purse on their shoulder, steady inching toward the door, but this person would just not stop talking. That person missed out on the social cues. Another person inboxed me asking, how would you go about politely dodging a person that you don't have an interest in building a friendship with, but that person is not picking up on what you're putting out. They are steady trying to pursue you in that way, and you've given them every sign and signal that you're not interested in being their friend or hanging out or whatever, and they're just not getting it. Got another person that is not picking up on social cues. So we're just going to hit it very briefly. So basically, what we have to start doing is paying attention to each other beyond just what's being said. Because truthfully, learning social cues is important because you'll learn a lot more about a person by what they don't say sometimes than what they do. Example, let's just say you're holding a meeting, okay? You got one person got their head in their hand like this. You got somebody else rolling their eyes, somebody else smacking their lips the whole time you're talking. Now, they may never verbally say that, hey, what I think you saying is a bunch of bull. But they are using their bodies to let you know that they are not in agreement with you. If you are not a person who picks up on social cues, you may very well walk out of there thinking, like, I just had a successful meeting. I think I really got through to them. Whole time, they talking about you as soon as you leave. Or like that person who said they were all but had one foot out the door and that person still wouldn't stop talking. It's like, come on now. You see somebody putting their coat on, picking up their bag, inching toward the door. They are letting you know without being rude that I am over whatever you're talking about. I am ready to go. You got to pick up on it. Also, tone. Again, you have to pay attention to tone because sometimes a person could be verbally saying something, but their tone implies something different. If you and your significant other are having an argument and they say, okay. Just because they said okay, don't be foolish and think that, you won or that, they seeing things your way now. That okay could just very well mean, you know what? I'm tired of arguing with you. I'm going to just let you have it. Or we're going to pick this back up later. Social cues. So that's pretty much all I got to say for that. I do want to get back to the actual question that was asked about the person who was saying, how do they go about dodging somebody who is not taking the social cue, that they are not interested in hanging out. I can tell you how I would go about it. For starters, I would start being short in my responses, okay? Not rude, not nasty, just brief. I'm talking one-word responses. Yep, nope, okay, all. Next, I would find a way to not hang out with them under any circumstances. Now, I know that sounds bad, probably sounds a little mean, but you don't owe anybody your time. And I think it's counterproductive to go hanging out and spending time with somebody that you genuinely do not want to do that with just for the sake of being polite. It sends the wrong message. It's misleading. So if I've already made up my mind that I don't want to hang out with you and you invite me out 20 times, that's 20 different creative ways you're going to get a no from me. But maybe by time 21, you'll get that I'm just not interested in being your friend. Finally, if this individual is still not picking up what I'm putting down, I would just stop replying to them altogether. And if they still want to keep hitting you up and messaging you despite the fact that you are not responding to them, there's this really cool button that says block on it, and you should mash it. So I'm done. I hope that helps. As always, govern yourselves and just know that deodorant is not exclusive to armpits. I feel like it goes anywhere there's a crevice.